was actually tripped to come to the UAE because one time I was seeing some guy, over the TV, he was quarreling. Why is it that all the blacks are the ones, the black folks are taking all the jobs, in the UAE here, and even the women? And so I'm like, oh, that's what I want. I also want that. So I just found myself in UAE because I thought it was about the job and the women, and I love that as well. So yeah, here I am, and so trying to push it on, man, guys. So I love this guy. I love Steve Harvey, man. If he's doing his stuff, if you don't laugh to his jokes, man, you better die. You do not have to live, man. It's so humorous. And the wife, man, they are happy. They like giving back to the people. And by the way, the truth is, God opens doors for people who have been serving Him, people who believe. God is a very faithful God. He listens, So a lot of times as well, my few friends keep asking me, like, Hitler, have you been to the US before? I'm like, no, why? So, but they're like, man, you speak like an American. But I don't know. I haven't been to the US, but I will be there. But of course, the person who is gonna take me to the US is going to pay the visa and all the air ticket for free, and I will just go because I love to speak, and I will be speaking to so many folks around the United States. But I speak the way I want. When I see a congregation, when I see ladies around, man, I change. I treat the way I want, and I speak the way I want. We run this town, guys. Yeah. So. Let me just tell you guys about the Northern War. It's kind of like it was very bad, and the LRA, the Lord Resistance Army, they could stop cars in the way, including buses from Kampala traversing to northern part of Uganda. And when they are going that side, when one time they stopped it, on the way getting to Kitgum, and then, they had to parade people, just come out the way you were born, natural, So there was a woman, the old woman, and then there was a giant young boy who had just come up, and there was a young, beautiful lady. By the way, man, if you see that jolly ladies, their hair falls up to almost their back, man, and they are beautiful. When they are moving, you even hear their foot thumbprints, you don't like these other ladies who just pass and are like, hey, did somebody even pass? Oh, so that is the thing, guys. So this mama was the first because old people, they don't move far. So she stood near the bars, and then this young boy comes here and then sees this beautiful, nice, curvy young lady. And then the boy was straight, he was at attention. But man, this big mama was concerned. She said, my son, what's the problem? We are already in trouble, and for you, you're adding more trouble to us. Why like this? But it's natural, guys. But man, it wasn't easy, But there we were. By the way, so there were also some stubborn Musays, like the LRA, they would go and pick their cassava or even their chicken or stuff like that. But there was some there was some old stubborn Musay, and he was there. There he was. These people, the LRA, were already uprooting his cassava. Then he went there intentionally. He knew they were the ones. So. Because those guys, they don't like to disturb the old people as well. So there they were, and so he was like, who are the people uprooting my cassava? Who are these people? Every stubborn young youth, you don't want to work, but you want to steal people's stuff. Who are these people? Even knew. So the people saw them and like, oh, these are you guys. Okay, fine. Sorry, I actually thought, there are these young, stupid boys who do not like to work. But if you are, no problem. Go ahead. Actually, even the other side is, by the way, is much, the yield is better, the other side. And by the way, when you're done, come home, I'll give you some young, nice, cocks and chicken, because you guys don't have time for, rearing this stuff. So I can give you. You do anything it takes, to just keep you alive, and that is the thing. So there we were, and then there was this young, beautiful lady as well, in Gulu town. I didn't actually know that, mad people also have sex with Peter. So this mad guy sees this young lady, beautiful and well dressed, but the only thing was she was putting on a shirt. So this girl comes up and she was walking around, the ladies like to do their style, they want to do them. all that. So this madman started chasing this woman. But and there are also some other guys, and she wanted help. She was like, help me, help me, help me. So she was really, screaming. And when she was running, and then these other two young men also came to rescue her. But by the time they got to the lady and the mad guy, the guy was already in program. He was really doing her serious on the ground, and then these guys wanted to remove this guy, but the lady was like, no, please, now leave him, let him finish his stupidity. I'm telling you, not easy, guys. So here I am. I was actually going to the bank, and sometimes when you don't have money in the bank and you want to get some few dollars, just like about $4 or $5, and then when you go to the counter, the lady in the counter is like, no, this is small money, we cannot give you small money like this. Why don't you, increase and get more dollars and stuff like that? I don't have, but then she's talking on top of her voice and other people are listening. When I don't have the money, man, you don't want people to hear that. So, then she's like, okay, now you want only this $4 or $5. How can I give it to you? I said, give it to me in silence. I'm near you, I can hear you, I'm just here in the counter. Give it to me in silence. By the way, dating on a budget is terrible, guys. When you don't have money, don't even try it. Don't think about it. So I went out with my, some lady. She invited me actually out, but, so we were having quality time together in one of the big hotels around in Kampala. And yeah, we were there. So this lady is like, okay, it's cool, Yeah, so I'm like, yeah, it's cool. And then now the time for billing came up, and then this waitress had to come up. The unfortunate thing is most of these African ladies, I think every time it's the man to pay the stuff. So this woman comes up and then, gives me the bill. I'm like, oh, sir, excuse me, this is the bill, you've got to pay. Boom. Then, I didn't have money, and I wanted also to be part of that transaction, but, I pushed it over to her, and I told her, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take the next one. But it's not easy, guys. So yes, you have to do that. I wanted so bad to be part of that transaction, but I couldn't because I didn't have the money. And so what I could do only, the lady went and came back with some change, her balance, and so I had to just take that because I wanted to be part of that transaction. And there we were, guys. Not easy, absolutely. Dating on a tight budget. Not easy, guys. So there we were.